Hey guys, this is Angel, and you guys are listening to Cosplay with Us, a new podcast. And this is my co-host, Jose.
Hey guys.
Say what's up, holla.
What's up? Holla back. What's up? Decade.
It's Jose. So today we are gonna talk about surviving a con. It's actually pretty funny. It was a joke that we started with a few friends and stuff, and we just decided to put it here.
Take showers, drink food, bring a med kit, have some body armor has been added to the list.
Some body armor. So give me your top five, Jose. What is your top five?
Top five survival. Number one.
Yep.
Buddy system. Always rock the buddy system. Number two, stay hydrated.
Back up. It's like back up.
Number three, eat something. For crying out loud, eat something.
For crying out loud.
Number four in survival, good shoes.
Oh, damn. That's hard for girls. Because, like, sometimes we decide to wear heels because, you know, it looks hot and all that, and then you're dying. Like, after 3 hours.
Okay. What number am I on? 3? 4?
You're on 3.
Cosplay survival number 3. The top one. No, wait. I'm on 4.
Yeah, you already said 3. That's what I meant, I guess. You said 3. So you need 2 more.
Yeah. Always have backup money.
That is very important.
Yeah, very important. Have some backup money. Put $40 away, like inside of an ashtray or something.
Put $40 away. Put $100 away.
And my survival tip number 5 has recently changed to body armor. Very important for you to have body armor.
Body armor, like, I don't know, elaborate. I mean, you got me. Like, depending on the cosplay, or...
say, for example, you're walking around a con, right, and someone pulls out a gun and starts shooting up the place. They're not going to shoot you in the body.
Oh, my God. Are we at that point now?
We're that damn morbid.
Well, after that incident in Phoenix, and we'll talk about that. We are actually, this is one of the things we're going to talk about. But I think most of your 5 are actually nailed, like 3 of mine.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But before the body armor, I think the last one was, survival is, always have something to charge. Your phone. Always charge your phone.
Yeah, I think it's very important. Well, like you said, the buddy system thing. It's very important to let people know where you are, or to have somebody just in case, because we know things happen. Sometimes you are approached by somebody that you don't feel comfortable with, and you just want to have some kind of backup. It doesn't mean that, you know, your friends have no freedom, but, you know, just in case, you can be like, hey, I need some help. And usually there is security and people. And just remember, guys, if you find yourself in a weird situation, go towards a crowd or something, or look for one of the security guards or somebody from the event, and just be straight with them. Just tell them, hey, there's this person stalking me, or I'm not very comfortable with this person. So just, you know, stay safe, like have fun, stay safe beyond anything. Just make sure that you feel comfortable.
Yeah, the buddy system that me and my friend used to do a lot was, she was very popular and would constantly have random people, you know, strike up conversation, because you're at an anime convention, you want to meet new people. Some people take it a little too far, and you realize, oh God, I don't want to be friends with this person. What my friend would do is that I would stand off to the side, she would look at me, and she would adjust her ears, and that would be the signal for, hey, let's get me the hell out of here.
That's a good one, because it's very, it's something small that you're not thinking, oh my God, that the person is not going to notice. Only you are going to notice. So come up with something that only you and a friend would know. Have your phone on you so you can call somebody. And like I said before, just look for someone in case there isn't anybody around you. Stay safe. Water. Oh my God, I cannot think of any other word that I can describe as being so important. I forget to drink water all the time, and it's a problem I have. And I've seen people pass out at a convention.
Texas conventions, yo. Texas conventions are the worst for this.
Yo, A-kon, 2 years ago, about a year ago, A-kon, a year ago, I saw this chick just boom fall to the ground. She just was so dehydrated. She just completely passed out. It was in the middle of a Naruto photo shoot. And then everybody, like, people just started crowding around her, which made it worse. And it took forever to find somebody, because this was a little garden that was still inside a convention, but it was farther away because it's an outside. It's still inside the hotel, but it's a garden outside the actual convention, where the convention was having like the rooms and things like that. It was just for pictures where people were going. So it was just really nerve-wracking because thankfully I remember finding a nurse or somebody that actually had some medical experience, and they were helping her. We got her some water, but it was pretty ugly. We didn't know what to do. I mean, I'm not a doctor, so please stay hydrated.
And hence the buddy system. If she had a buddy system, a friend would know, oh, she's probably dehydrated. Let me get her some water, or let me go get a medic.
Have a backpack. Have ladies, you carry a purse, carry a bigger purse that maybe you can put a few bottles of water. Not, look, I mean, you don't have to weigh 10 pounds, but it will help you. If in emergency or something, at least you have something to keep yourself hydrated. Very important.
So true. Girls, y'all got it made. Think about it. You have all these boys that are chasing over you. Just be like, hey, you could be like my best friend for the weekend. You can carry all my shit for me. And you know what? They'll be cool with it.
Oh my God.
There's some people like that. Hell, I used to be like that when I didn't cosplay. I was like,
you're talking about using people, man.
Look, it's okay. Some people like that. Some people are into that. And be like, you know what? I am more than happy to carry your purse around. I'll open doors for you. Just walk on by with that sweet little thing, you know.
Just, some people are into a lot of things.
Look, if she's really, really sexy, it's worth it, alright? I'm just saying. Just saying.
But yeah, well, once our mind is out of the gutter, we can actually think of a better system.
I live in that damn gutter.
You do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be you. It just wouldn't. But something that it is really interesting that you brought it up. So we talked about, what was it? Water, having a buddy. What was the other thing you talked about? I forgot. Aside from basically the armor suit or whatever.
I feel like food and water are like the same category. So
pretty much, that's true.
And the next one would be what was the fifth one? Oh, have a phone charger with you
money.
At all times. Money.
Phone charger, money. Remember to carry at least some cash with you. Many reasons. So before going to a convention, it's really good if it's the first time you're going somewhere, you don't know the area. They will most likely overcharge for food and water at the con. And sometimes around you, there are options and it's much cheaper, but you don't know. They might only take cash, or for some reason, there is a vendor that, I don't know, their credit card thing is not working at the time, and then you are not being able to purchase that sweet merchandise you've been wanting to get like for forever. Anyway, money is really important because you never know. There are emergencies that happen. I don't know, maybe you just need to get something from a grocery store. There's like pharmacy or something that is right next to you, and having that cash might help you out instead of just...
if you need batteries, or if you need, like, you know, mixers for the alcohol that you brought.
A candle because your hotel room just stinks like ass.
Febreze that shit.
Febreze that shit for real. That has happened to me, though.
Sad times.
That was so funny. That goes to the other That goes to con stories. When we do con stories, I'll tell you that one.
Oh,
Because it's pretty funny.
Okay, well, you're over here talking about the money in general. We're about to go to A-kon, up in Dallas, up in Fort Worth, June 8th to 11th. Tell me, how are you doing this? Walk me through step by step of how you're going to go through this con, money-wise.
Okay, so one thing that I always do, it's always good if you're one of those people that already know which cons you're gonna do. I would save money and try to buy them early because that's when you get the best deals. Matsuri was really cheap for me this year because I bought it with like 4 to 5 months in advance or something crazy like that. I know that.
How'd you get that money? How'd you get that money, yo? Tell me. Tell me.
You work your butt off, yo.
Damn Skippy, you do.
Well, I can't tell you how to get money, man. I mean, I'm an actress, dude. I mean, I get money in a different way than you do.
So true.
We all work for a living, but I'm a performer, so I got money different from you, the way you get it.
Yeah, I got a more stable job, as I like to call it. I'm a security officer for a high school.
Stable is boring.
Yeah, stable's boring, but you know what? It pays the bills. It pays my car, my truck, my 2 vehicles. It gets me through.
It gets you through.
Here, let me talk about my iconic. The way I'm going to go up there. Originally, I wasn't going to go up to A-kon, but due to current events like Bendo Geek going, I am now going to A-kon. Bendo Geek for life. A friend of mine walked up to me and like, "Hey, Jose, I got a room. You know what? Your share will be like $100. Why don't you come tag along with us?" And I'm like, "Aces, let's fucking do this." So that's $100. But then I got a ride up there, with my truck, and I'm like, "Damn, that's like $40.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money."
And
then they backed me up. We're like, "Hey, Jose, we'll throw in an extra like $60. We'll rent a van, and we'll all go in a van. So we're gonna go take a van from here up there, and we're gonna bring it back." So right there, I'm looking at about $160 to go there and back, and with the room for 4 days. Hell yeah,
that's pretty good. See, I wasn't planning on A-kon, and then Kamui Cosplay, my idol.
Buy her book.
She's incredible, guys. If you do not know who Kamui Cosplay is, look her up. I can't talk today. Holy shit! Look her up. She is amazing. Her armor work is out of this world. She, I believe she's German, and she is just a sweetheart. She is incredibly talented. I just props to her. I will fangirl over that lady for forever.
She has that German engineering precision.
The German engineering system. Anyway, that was way Russian. That reminded me of the Volkswagen commercial. Anyway, the power of German engineering. Anyway, she's incredible. So, I'm going with 3 other people in a bed and breakfast hotel because, hey, cheap, yo. Since this convention is not particularly close to any hotel, we decided since we have to take our cars and drive anyway, we'll just do it the cheapest way possible. We're dividing everything 4 ways. We are going to carpool, so it's going to be 2 of us going Thursday and 2 going Friday, and we are going to stay there for about me and my friend are going to be staying there for 3 nights. So far, I think we're just paying about, gas-wise, my car is really gas efficient. It takes me $20 to fill my tank, so like $25, my car is full. It's not a problem for me to fill my tank and go to Dallas. So it's like 25 plus $60, which turned out the B&B to be. and our ticket was about 65 because I found a Groupon, actually,
Oh my
instead
god, do
of
you
paying
remember last
$90.
year's Matsuri, the Groupon issue?
Oh yeah, it was bad. It
Everybody's
was
over
kind
here
of bad.
paying like $65 and $75 for their badge. Groupon's all over here like, yo, $30, $35.
30 bucks.
That's how
35
that's how I
bucks.
got my badge. I'm like, I'll buy one for me, I'll buy one for a friend, and fuck all these other haters.
Yeah, that is one of the good things. Like, that's a good tip. So always make sure you do your research about a con. You never know, there might be like a Groupon, like some kind of coupon or something going on that you don't know. Hell, you might have a friend that has, like, Jose has something with the Hilton hotels because he actually is a member.
Hilton
Aren't
member,
you a member?
Hilton member.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Is it?
recommend getting it.
So you might have like somebody that goes to cons so much that they might have one of those. So do your research and try to find the best way to save money. And if you
Yeah,
don't know the location, look up um, food places around it, grocery stores. What is around you? What can help you in case anything happens? Um, you don't know, like sometimes you have a friend that has some kind of allergy reaction or something, like shit happens. We know that.
shit
Shit
happens.
happens. That's rule number one. Shit happens,
For
man.
example, I didn't know my friend had a weakness towards whiskey. Next thing we know, he clogs up the sink, leaves the water running, the whole place is flooding, and it was just bad times, yo. Bad times.
Oh my god, I think I know who you're talking about too. Oh, you told me that story before.
Yeah,
We
that,
have to, yeah. We have to do the episode about con stories. It would just be amazing. Um, I think we got everything covered, and we'll go talk about the whole. I guess we just move on to the whole, gun situation, since um it's our heated topic of the week, pretty much.
it's a bad one
It's
too. It's real
it
bad.
is a bad one. Usually, our heated topics of the week are fun and just about crazy shit that we just find out. But this is a cosplaying podcast, and we can't ignore such a big um news line. Like, it's a huge headline. It's been everywhere. So many of you have probably heard of it. The Phoenix Comic Con actually banned prop weapons after a man got arrested. His name was Matthew Sterling, and they say that he might have some mental issues, but he planned on shooting bad, I'm putting that in quotation marks, invisible quotation marks, police officers. So, I mean, because of this particular individual, many people that went the first day to the con and everything was okay, and then there was this incident that they had to arrest the guy. Um, and unfortunately, people were no longer able to bring their prop weapons. So many cosplayers were pissed. People wanted their money back. People were wondering if this was gonna become a new trend that all the other comic places were. The other con places were gonna do. So, Jose, what do you think about that?
Alright, well, let me fill everybody in real quick. On a Friday for Phoenix Comic Con, some dude went up there with a loaded shotgun, 3 pistols, and, tactical knife and body armor. He was also dressed up as Punisher. He came in to kill some police officers. He was texting somebody all this information. And he wanted to kill Jason David Frank because supposedly he stabbed him in the past. Jason David Frank has no association with this guy. Police got a tip and showed up, took him to the ground and disarmed him. After that, they took him to jail, and the convention just got rid of guns and anything propped. Any kind of prop weapon in general, they just got rid of them.
Any prop weapon was completely. It was just not allowed in the premises anymore.
Yeah,
If
it
you were
makes
in the
sense.
convention, you couldn't take it anymore.
But I'm thinking, well, what draws the line? And like, is anything shaped like a gun? not allowed. That makes sense. Hell, I'll get rid of all of them. But what about those other weapons, like claws that go in the hands, or swords, sheath swords, big foam swords? What about those magical girl batons? You know, where does the when do you ban magical girl batons?
I mean, what I think is just, this is the first incident ever, and these were real guns. It would be different if it was a case of somebody that got a prop weapon and actually was able to hurt people in a convention. But this was, I think this is a solid case that it was just not very, it never happened. I've never heard of anything like that before. So I really think it should be a case on its of its own, and I don't think people should be penalized. Okay. It's just really sad, in my opinion, that you have these amazing cosplayers that spend hundreds of dollars to make their it's their craft. It's what they're good at. And a lot of their you can't identify certain characters without their weapons. So I think it kind of kills their characters too. So I heard a lot of comments about that. And I just think that it's just not fair for everybody that works so hard, and it's about artistry, in my opinion. And I just think that's an isolated case. I don't think it's something that would happen everywhere.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Sadly, some people just ruin for everybody, because there's always going to be crazy people, no matter what you do. There's always going to be an exception to the rule. There's always going to be a case of somebody trying to break the rules, trying to do something to hurt people. But I don't think you can generalize. I think you should give people a chance.
I don't. First offense, get the hell out. If you're coming in with a weapon that's metal or wood,
no. Oh, no, yeah.
Leave that shit at the door.
I agree with metal. I mean, the wooden swords, I've never seen anybody hurt anybody with those wooden swords.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, there was this guy dressed up from a Bleach character, and his...
Well, with some paktu?
Yeah. it was this big thing, and it was like, it looked like a snake. I think Renji's first form weapon. And it's like this big wood thing, and he was hitting people, not on purpose, but as he walked by, it was just like big and bulky. Big. And it was made of wood, so it was heavy. So they finally asked him, like, "Hey, man, put that shit away." And so there was like this little corner for weapons check, and they just left it right there. If people wanted to take photos with them, he'd go back there and pick it up and take photos.
And pick it up.
Yeah, he couldn't walk around the con with it.
You know what impressed me? Because, when you go to Renfest, you have people walking around with real weapons.
Battle ready.
And, like, nobody doesn't really... No, you don't hear any cases of anybody hurting anybody. And I don't know, at least in some of the conventions, they sell swords, they sell, like, real swords and stuff like that. And I've never heard anybody with it. And I'm not saying that we should have real swords or real guns at a convention. I think they did the right thing in investigating, and I do believe that real guns should not be allowed. But I think if you have like foam guns and things that will not really hurt anybody, and they're just meant for your character, I don't see why not. I again think this case is just one incident. I'm hoping it is one incident. I mean, there are gonna be crazy people no matter what.
But then, so true, because there's kids running around, they're like fucking 15, 16-year-old, and they think everything's amazing, and they go to weapons check, it's like, yeah, they took away my sword, but check this out. They pull out like a fucking, I call them butterfly knives, but like these little knives that you play around with. They'll take up kunais that have been sharpened, and they just go around showing everybody, and I'm like, you're not going to weapon check these, but you're over here swinging around really sharp objects. What's up with that? No, I think we should be stricter when it comes to weapons.
agree. Um, there are more people going to cons now than there were 10 years ago. So you have to adjust. You just have to hire more people. Um, hell, we're playing. I mean, we were about to pay $90 a pop for anime. I mean, I was gonna say anime Matsuri. Actually, A-kon, because that's how much their tickets are, and I'm pretty sure they can probably try to get a decent amount of security because it's a big crowd. You just have to be prepared for your crowd. And these, I mean, the weapons, I mean, not the weapons, the prop weapons, I'll just put prop weapons. The prop weapons are part of the whole characterization. So if no one is using anything that will harm anybody, I don't see the problem with carrying prop weapons. Again, they're fake, just like in theater. You're going to have fake props. You're going to have things that are just for show, but they are not meant to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And,
well,
yeah.
What's a good example? Let's pull up pistols. Okay, say you're, like, dressed up from, I don't know, Resident Evil, or you're, like, some SWAT character, or Army of Two, or Halo, or Diva. Diva, yeah, let's go with Diva. How do you distinguish a toy gun, a prop gun, from a real one? For me, the only way I will ever be able to tell the difference...
You have to see it up close, you have to check it.
No, the orange tip. If it has an orange tip, I'm fairly confident it's a fake toy. You know, even though it's put away in a holster, it has to have an orange tip. There's no orange tip, I think that's a real weapon. I'm gonna go report your ass.
But in weapons check, they always put that little,
The zip ties.
oh my gosh, the little zip ties on it to show that your weapon has been checked. So, and I mean, I've taken mine to be checked several times. I have my Diva gun is actually made of a mix of foam and a little bit of wood, and it always gets checked. So I'm always having like different color zip ties on it. I'm having to cut them. But there is somebody that is physically grabbing the gun from me and looking at it. They can see it's not even hollow. You can look at it. By looking at it, I know it's fake, but when you get it up close, you see it's wood.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any firepower. It doesn't have any firepower. So
other things that need to be checked.
It doesn't even have a trigger. It doesn't even click or anything. It doesn't do anything. It's just
a prop. It's something safe.
Yeah, unless I would legit just grab it and hit somebody in the head. That's the only way I can hurt somebody.
Fear my phone weapon.
Yeah. But aside from that, there's absolute no harm in that weapon.
However, for me...
Fear my foam gun! Boom!
I actually have a fairly dangerous weapon, but no one's ever asked me to get it checked. And that's my Blastoise. My turtle shell with the 2 pumps. These big pumps that can, like, hide stuff inside of it. No one's asked me to take them to weapons check. No one's ever, like, put stuff on it. And I'm walking around, and I know I've hit people with my turtle shell. I know I've smacked people in the face. Hell, I've hit Angel in the face with them. And that's just because I turn real fast, and they'll swing around and hit somebody, or I'll stop suddenly, or I'm just walking side by side. I can't distinguish where they are. I'm pretty sure I have like a stay 500 feet away from me things out there.
You should have a sign.
Because of the amount of people I've assaulted.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
So that people know when you're backing up.
And there's haha. Should I put wide load on them?
Yeah.
So mean. So mean. Put that sticker right on your butt so you shut you.
Hey,
anyway,
it's wide.
Oh my god. But no, yeah. There it is again. How do we distinguish what's a weapon and what's not a weapon? How do we know?
Distinguish?
How do we? How do we know to check not check my Blastoise shell, but check a little prop gun? How do we know not to test a sword to a, what did I say, magical girl baton? I don't know, these speakers aren't dangerous and somebody else's, like, shoulder speakers are dangerous. Where do you draw the line? When do you say stop? When does security and safety take over? That's what I want to know.
That's a very good question. Actually, I think that's the thing that conventions are learning as they go. So I think you have to have rules, and maybe they need to be a little bit more strict, sadly, because of crazy people. That's the world we live in, that, you will have crazy people that would do something bad and then everybody pays for it. I don't think they should ban the prop weapons. I think they might be able to say we only allow weapons to be, let's say, made of foam or made of, I don't know, like something that won't harm coming in contact. I guess that is one of the solutions. And maybe have people check them. I feel really sorry because, I think the wooden swords are beautiful. The craftsmanship on making those swords, I applaud people for being that amazing at it. It's really sad that, because of certain people not having their shit together, you have to change things because of crazy people. Yep. That's what comes down to it. Anyway, let's just talk about something.
No. Let's stay on it. Okay.
Let's stay on it. Okay.
I'm gonna ask a few things. I'm gonna bring up a few things, and you tell me whether or not they should be banned or they should be allowed in. All right, you ready?
Okay, I'm good.
Attack on Titan blades.
Oh, I thought you were talking when you said
not the
blades.
3D. Yeah, not the 3D maneuvering gear. The blades, the weapons, the things that look like sword. Should those be banned because of the gunman? Like right now, like if we're at a con,
like the scissor, just like they have the scissor kind of like they have Kill la Kill kind of swords and stuff that can poke somebody. Yeah.
Like if you're at Phoenix Comic Con and they tell you can't bring in certain weapons. When at what point do you get angry? Like, I'll bring up weapons, and you tell me they should or shouldn't. And the first thing I'm going to go with is the Attack on Titan stuff.
I guess only if they can be made of I don't know, of it's hard to make this shit out of foam. I mean, you can.
No, these things are made out of cardboard.
Then I don't think which ones you're talking. Then I'm thinking about something else.
Okay, how about the Kill la Kill scissor weapon?
Yeah, I know that one.
All right, should that be banned for just that one convention?
See, that's the thing, that I don't feel like targeting certain animes. I do understand, but that's the thing that I have. That's the problem that I have in my head. You have people going to the Renaissance Festival. Again, I'm bringing this up again because every year I go there and I see people with real weapons, and I've never seen anybody try to strike somebody down with a sword or use a gun that they sell at the Renaissance Festival or something and actually try to injure somebody.
It's more mature, way more mature area.
That is true. And then people.
And there's a lot of sex. There's a lot of sex that happens in there too. My goodness, if you ever stay for the camping stuff, that is frightening. Enjoyable, but extremely frightening.
Well, hopefully nobody's getting hurt. Hopefully nobody's getting hurt. But what I mean is but that's not a problem with the weapons. You don't have any problem with the weapons. This is the first incident in how many conventions now? And I don't know. I think we should be stricter, but I don't think we could just say, hey, let's just stop having, these types of swords. I can understand if we decide to not have anything, um, if it is made of wood or anything like that, it can't be too big or something like that. It can't be sharp, or come up with rules that would be sort of like that, or they have to be um, made out of foam or something that it won't put somebody's life at risk.
That's so true. Like, how are you gonna ban something that looks like a minigun, but then allow something that looks like Winston's weapon to come into the convention?
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can ban everybody. I mean, you can just target swords or most guns, like you said. If maybe we should adopt the orange tip, maybe that would be a good thing. But I think all weapons um, should be going to weapons check, and that's the thing. Maybe weapons check has to be a little bit stricter.
Yes, please, my God.
I just think that's what it needs to be done. Sadly, that's where it's coming down to it. It's America, man. It's what you got to do.
No, I just think they need to raise the strictness just a
Yeah.
tad bit. Just not more strict, and just more coverage. That's all it is. Just more coverage.
I guess, like, I don't know, get them a metal detector. I don't know, or something. I guess to just make sure people are safe. And I don't know. I think it's a good thing that we as cosplayers do a good campaign to make sure that everybody is safe. I mean, this is all for fun. This is nobody wants to get hurt, and nobody should go to conventions expecting to be a bloodbath or anything. We just want to have fun. We're just nerds that just enjoy
that's
doing
so
cosplay.
True. So true.
Yeah, it should be about being a nerd, being a geek, being crazy about your favorite anime, your favorite comic book, voice actor, show, whatever the hell it is. This is what that is about. It's not about hurting people. We ain't here to hurt anybody, and our characters are just what we love doing. It's just like any performer. It's an act. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to hurt anybody. It's not meant to be real. It just looks like it is.
You know what these conventions are to me? They are a way for me to escape my reality. I work most of the year, and I have summer off, but, you know, every now and then I get to work summer. My only mental escape from the little stress, I'm not going to say from family. I love my family. But, like, just the escape from video games, too. And the escape from work, and just to go to another place where I can walk in and be a gosh darn Pokemon. A place where I can walk in, lounge by the pool, and just watch, you know, anime characters walk on by. Where I can eat ramen noodles and just party with everybody else. Where I can go to
Just
the
party
rave.
with everybody else.
Yeah, where I can go to a dance and dance with King Arthur, or jump up and down with a bunch of little kids at a rave. I don't know. It's a great escape. It's a great feeling. That's what the conventions are to me. Not some place I need to watch out for some gunman.
Exactly. There is a very good message behind cosplaying, which is to not, at least you hope to be, to not judge people for what they dress. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you like. It just matters that we all have something in common, which is we all love characters and our admiration for them, and we just want to be part of this world that even though even though it's fiction, it's more than that to us. We see these characters alive. We have a vivid imagination of how these characters are, and we love them so much. So you asked me as an actress. I mean, I don't see much difference when I get a script and when I like a show and I love that character so much. I see it alive through my eyes, and I just try to embody that character. I try to become that persona, and I like doing that. It's very interesting because on a daily basis, even me, let's say if I am working as a Disney princess, nobody finds it weird. But if I go to the park dressed as Diva, then people will look at me weird.
Except for that 10-year-old that freaked out.
He totally had a crush on me, but he was adorable. Cute little kid, he was adorable. But then it's just when I get to do this thing that I love and I get to be myself and I don't have to be watching who is around me or if am I gonna look weird or oh my gosh, she is so strange, like all these comments that you usually hear if you decide to become that character for a few minutes or whatever and you go somewhere, people are gonna look at you and judge you really hard. And at conventions, you're almost like a superstar because everybody loves that same character and everybody does the same thing you do. And it's a very positive thing. And so I feel that conventions are so positive, and I hope that this doesn't take it away. You know, I went to Comic Palooza and you see little kids and families and people just coming together. It's incredible. Cons have the power to bring people together. Cons have the power to create bonds and friends. And to me, it's an adventure. So I hope that this doesn't take it away from what it is.
Nah, I don't think it will. People will forget about it within a month.
Yeah, they will. Hopefully.
Because the next big thing is going to come up and everyone's going to be like, oh, well, let's keep security going, but let's move on to the next issue.
Yep. We'll move on to the next issue. If you are listening and you would like to give any suggestions, I am really wanting to know solutions or things that you can come up with. Like, what is your opinion? How do you think we can solve this problem? Because it is a problem. You know, we can't close our eyes and make it go away because it happened and it's part of reality. But how can we help? How can we help solve this problem?
Put everything in a Virgin Killer sweater.
Right?
Because nothing is that intimidating inside a Virgin Killer sweater.
That is true. Talking about the VK sweater, do you think it's still catching on? Do you think it's dying off? Or do you think...
it might be dying off. I think
it's slowly dying.
Yeah,
I
don't
think
get me wrong.
starting.
It's still hot. It's hot.
It's super hot. I think everybody looks amazing in a VK sweater, and especially we went to Anime Matsuri, and that event was amazing because it was about just doing what you want to do. It didn't matter if people think, oh no, you're too fat to be in that sweater. Guess what? You can kiss my ass. I'm doing this.
I didn't hear any issues about creeps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were like no issues about creeps. There was no one like complaining about it. I think everybody had fun. I think they wanted it to go longer.
It was kind of guarded too. What I really like, it became part of the event.
Yeah, it was also 18 plus, so that might have helped.
It was 18 plus. It was later at night, and they kind of like kicked everybody out before, and the mature crowd was the only one around for that event because, you know, it's very it shows a lot of stuff.
Very edgy.
So, yep. So we just wanted to make sure, you know, if people had any problems with that, you know, we don't have to attend. They could just leave and go to the get ready for the rave. The rave wasn't going on yet. They could get ready for the rave. They could do something else.
I remember dressed up. I was all dressed up.
Oh yeah, we went for the formal and stuff. I did.
There was this one girl.
I was part of it, and I thought it was really cool. And what I loved the most was, like, there were guys, girls, like, you name it. Everybody was doing their thing, and everybody looked amazing. And that's the thing that I thought it was really, really cool. Because usually you hear people hating on people about, oh yeah, you don't have the body for that kind of shit. And there was none of that. I was so happy. There was nobody trash talking anybody. Everybody was very nice to each other. And everybody was saying, yeah, man, you're rocking that. Yeah, girl, you're looking sexy. And everybody was feeling sexy. And I think to me that was totally worth it. It's just a boost of self-esteem. I think everybody deserves a boost of self-esteem.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. He's like, I'm a fly motherfucker.
Like I get my own thing from my Blastoise. It's very
It's your alter
enjoyable.
ego. He's your alter ego. But what were you gonna say when I was talking?
I was gonna say everybody looked amazing, but there was one girl in particular that stood out, and I got like shy around her because she came over and talked to our little group, and I was just like, oh, don't look, she's real hot, don't look. But then again, there's this other girl walked by, very gifted. She was pretty much a knockout, and I was like, gifted. Yo, what's up, Booker? How you been? And she came over. She's an old friend of mine. She came over and said hi, like, oh, what's up? And, she's just having a conversation in the VKS, like, side booth hanging out. She was showing some crack, It was very funny to me. And then this other girl that I didn't really know, and I was just, like, I couldn't talk to her. It was weird. It was a little weird. It was entertaining. It was awesome. So weird.
It was pretty cool. I mean, I loved it because everybody was just having fun. They were just living it up. They were living it up.
Galore. Photos left, photos to the right.
Oh yeah, everywhere you looked, there were people taking pictures. There were pictures, videos, like you name it, all kinds of shit. Everybody.
I had a buddy that wasn't wearing a VKS, but she wanted to go change into something like extremely skimpy to fit in. And she's like, Jose, come walk me back. I'm in the restroom. I'm scared.
I mean, I was in shock because I saw her wearing something and then coming back and just having something else on. I'm like, dude,
something
you
else
were right
on? Here. She hardly had anything on.
Like, yeah, that's true. She had like a bathing suit, right?
Yeah, it was like a bathing suit.
Yeah, it was like a bathing suit. Anyway, whatever flies your boat, man. Whatever goes for you. That's really what I think. I think the VKS sweater was a really positive event. Props to everybody. Jenny and everybody from the convention that organized it. Was really, really cool.
I think they're going to be around for a little while longer, maybe like 1 or 2 more years.
A little while longer?
Yeah, just a little while longer. Until like the next like cute thing, like VKS plus the booby window. They're going to make
the booby sweater. The booby sweater?
Yeah, or like the new thing's gonna be like micro bikinis. I don't know. I'm hoping for something amazing again.
Well, they did have the bikinis. They were like the cat bikini thing.
No. Micro bikinis.
Micro bikinis, like wow, they're already small.
but the kitty bathing suits are pretty nice too.
They're cute. They're adorable.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be something new. Something else is gonna come on. I don't know. Like fidget spinner pasties. I don't know.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Oh my god, that sounds kind of hot. Fidget spinner pasties.
Oh my god.
Spin.
You just got that stuck in my head and I don't think it's gonna come out. I'm just saying it's forever stuck with me.
Oh man. Alright, well what else do you got? We talked about guns, then we talked about big guns, if you know what I mean. Are you sure they're big guns? Okay. Hey, anything more than a handful is too much, but I'll take it.
Oh. All right. I think it's just time for us to talk about the upcoming cons. So me and Silver, that's also his other name, me and Jose are gonna go to A-kon. It's June 8th to the 11th. We are from Texas, so we are not just a Texas-based cosplay podcast. We are just starting with what we're familiar with, and this is the next place we are going to be at. So, hey, if you like our podcast and if you think, hey, we're okay, I'm kidding. Follow us in the next podcast. We basically are going to find ways to improve our podcasting. This is the first time we've ever been doing this. So we're going to try to shape this thing up. We are just learning as we go. But I want to hear your opinion, and I will probably address next podcast. Any questions you guys have or any suggestions? So again, we talked about how to survive a con. So if you have any tips to give to people, and especially beginners, people that want to start doing cosplay, what do you recommend? I mean, I know people that have basically a sewing kit and glue and hot glue and all kinds of crazy shit with them.
Here's my tip. There's always a cheaper way to do it.
I carry a brush. I carry a wig brush. I'm not kidding. Just to make sure my wig's on point.
I have a cosplay tip if you want to hear it.
Okay, what is your cosplay tip?
If your foam sword feels a little limp, don't replace it with a metal ruler that you're going to need later.
Shut up! Shut up! I should have put some freaking. I'm not the best with doing. I'm not great doing weapons. And the first sword I tried to make, I put a metal ruler in the middle of it, and it just bent, and it was.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
It was so sad. It looked really pretty, but it wouldn't stay up. When you can't get it up, that's the problem.
Oh my god, you did not just... Anyways, speaking of not getting it up, shout out to anybody going to Anime Austin. I'm going to be missing out on that one. And Wichita Falls, I'm going to miss out on that one too. But I will go to Delta
AX. Let me see what other cons. There is...
A-kon, Anime Austin, the one in Wichita Falls, and then Delta H.
Oh, yeah, Delta H. We're going to go to Delta H. We are also going to go to the one in San Antonio, San Japan. San Japan's going to be pretty fun. Onicon. There's also Colosso Con coming around the corner, too. There are a lot. AX, oh my gosh, I wish I could go to AX this year, but if you're going, have fun. It's going to be a blast. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to us, and basically just give us a heads up. What can we do better? What do you like? What do you not like? Or suggestions or anything. So, again, I am Angel Melody, and this is...
I am Jose. The Blastoise.
The Blastoise.
And you guys are listening to Cosplay With Us podcast. Thank you so much.
Bye.
I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Later, guys.
Later.